Right then, my lads, welcome back to Cossy's Arsenal podcast. My name is Cossy, back again with another update right about now. Please do smash the like button, people. Thanks everybody who joined us today early in the morning. We did speak about the new under 18 striker that brought that actually signed at Arsenal. We did talk about a couple of other things, so make sure you do check out that show. It is 1 hour and it was fire. Absolute fire. So we're back with the live streams, and just to let you know, if you didn't watch that stream, we voted for 3 live streams on a daily basis on this channel. So it's gonna be 3 live streams, me and me alone, doing 3 live streams on the channel on a daily basis. Probably we shall have another, a couple of other people join us to get in uploads, but I'm gonna be giving you 3 uploads, and that should be at 10 a.m. early in the morning, at exactly 6 p.m. in the evening, and we will close the day at 9:30 p.m. every single day. Don't miss out those shows. 10, 6, and exactly 9 p.m. we will start that schedule tomorrow on a Monday. So we're gonna speak about Manuel Locatelli. That's the first person we're gonna speak about, because the final transfer decision of this guy is finally gonna be had next week on Wednesday, as per Sport and Goal.com. So we're gonna speak about that. We're gonna look at the source of the news, and someone that is very, very, very close to Juventus, because the guy is called Romeo Agresti, and is a Juventus correspondent for Goal.com. Right, so we're gonna speak about that, and then we're also gonna speak about the Houssem Aouar deal, and how Manuel Locatelli decision actually will affect the Houssem Aouar deal and the Ruben Neves deal, and the time that is ticking and running down. Do smash a like on the video. Let's get them to 100 likes right about now. Make sure you do that at on every single video. Let's make sure we get them to 200 likes at least per video. And obviously, one thing you should never forget is to subscribe to the channel. Let's get this ship, let's get this family, let's get this community, let's get this arc to 30,000 subscribers. And of course, we will, at that point in time, we will get a shirt giveaway. We will get a shirt giveaway. So 1 person or 2 people will actually win a shirt, an Arsenal shirt, right about there. So let's get into it. Without wasting any more time, let's get into it. Romeo Agresti has actually given us an update, and the update has I did get the update via Sport, but he says a third meeting will be held between Juventus and Sassuolo regarding Manuel Locatelli, in which it is believed to be on Wednesday or Thursday. The meeting is believed to be on Wednesday or Thursday, and Agresti says this is the meeting, this is the time, this is the final. This is when we know the final decision between Juventus, Arsenal, and Sassuolo and Manuel Locatelli. What is the final transfer decision? Where does he end up? Because it's been a lot. There's been a lot. We've wasted a whole week, and I'll speak about that. We've wasted a whole week waiting for Manuel Locatelli and Juventus, a whole week without business, because we are still waiting behind closed doors what is actually happening between Arsenal, between Juventus and Sassuolo, for Manuel Locatelli. So apparently Romeo Agresti works with Goal.com Italia, and he's Juventus correspondent for Goal, and actually has put out this information and said on Thursday that is when the last meeting will actually be held. Wednesday and Thursday, that is when the last meeting will be held between Sassuolo and Juve, and that is when the final decision will actually come out. Is Manuel Locatelli actually joining Arsenal, or is he joining Juventus at the moment? Of course, just to let you know, at the moment it is still very clear. All the parties have actually confirmed that Arsenal has put in an official bid for around 45 million euros. Sassuolo have accepted that bid. They're okay to take the money, but the player is not okay to join Arsenal. So the only thing we are waiting for is Juventus. The moment Juve fail, because there are high chances they could fail, and look, I don't think the player will join Arsenal, but there are high chances they will fail on this deal. And the reason as to why they might fail on the deal is Arsenal have already given Sassuolo an offer, a decent offer that any club would want to have in their side. Look, Juve are telling you they're giving you 27 million pounds after 2 years of contract of a loan deal for the player. Literally, that means if they're giving him a 4-year contract, they have taken him for free for 2 years, and they're paying for the rest of the 2 years on the contract. And Sassuolo are absolutely rejecting that. You're saying, at least give us a better offer. Talk to us, in a better way, just like Arsenal did. Talk to us in a way that shows some respect. Don't slander here. So what happens, for me, what happens on Thursday or Wednesday is the final decision. That is when we know where Manuel Locatelli, goes. It's the time when the deal gets over the line. He either moves to Juve, he either moves to Arsenal, or stays with Sassuolo. There've been a couple of reports, and we did clear them, earlier, reporting that the player has said, I don't want to go to Arsenal, I'd rather stay at Sassuolo. Those reports were absolutely bogus, not true. What Fabrizio has said is the player has given a priority to Juve, but will still listen to moves abroad if a deal fails to materialize between Juve and Sassuolo. Sassuolo are doing whatever they can to see that the deal actually goes through, because like I said, it is part of loyalty between Sassuolo and Manuel Locatelli. Locatelli has been at the club as a loyal player. It's now time for Sassuolo to actually pay their loyalties to the player as well. So what happens there is Sassuolo are trying as much as they can to get that agreement, at least to strike a deal between them and the club itself, Juve. The moment they do that, then the deal will be over the line. And you know what? When he joins, look, I would love him to join Arsenal. Absolutely, I would love him to join Arsenal. I think he's a very good, interesting, young international box-to-box player, talented with a lot of potential. 23 years of age, the perfect age for you to play football in the Premier League and in Europe and in the world on international level. But look, whether we get him or we do not get him, I don't care no more. I don't care no more. And the reason is we've spent 7 days, a week in which we are supposed to sign in. Look, in the past 3 weeks, it's been like this. Nuno Tavares signs this week. Next week, it's Albert Sambi-Lokonga. The following week, it's Ben White. This week, it was supposed to be at least a central midfielder. At least a central midfielder. Because the Daily Star, which I think was a prediction now, but it's coming to lie to me. It was more of a prediction. It wasn't more of... These guys are so funny. They're so clever. They're damn right. They're smart. So the Daily Star said this week's gonna be Ben White and Houssem Aouar. Pick up the Arsenal fans. What? I think what they were trying to do was trying to predict the next Arsenal move, and that move could as well been Houssem Aouar, because that one looks the easier deal to do. But we have wasted a whole week waiting for Manuel Locatelli and Juventus situation to develop. Arsenal are sitting back, respecting the decision of Manuel Locatelli, as well as waiting for what comes out of Juve, and Sassuolo. And I'm asking myself, wasting a whole week on a player who doesn't even want to be, who's not 50-50, I want him to go to Arsenal, I want to go to Juve. It's not 50-50, it is 90-10. 90% he wants to play for Juve, 5% he wants to stay at Sassuolo, and 5% he wants to join Arsenal, right? So I think it doesn't make sense for us to wait for a player. This kind of a deal is not one that you wait for. I think it's not one you wait for. I mean, it would be very smart if Arsenal close this deal. I'll be like, Jesus, they've done it. Edu Mikel, they've done it, they got their man. But it's not smart. It's not really smart to wait for a player and a deal that is that doesn't have direction. Because for me, it doesn't have direction. Sassuolo, Juve, are they even gonna get that consensus soon? Are they gonna get the agreement soon? I'm not really sure about that. I'm not so sure about that. But at least for me, I want it to get done. Whether if it goes to Juve, we know the sample space has now reduced to Ruben Neves, Bissouma, and Houssem Aouar. As simple as that. Now the sample space is big, but the realistic targets, we are looking at the most unrealistic target in the sample space, and you were like, you know what? Arsenal is waiting for Manuel Locatelli. He's gonna be our central midfielder. It's a lie. It's an absolute lie. An absolute lie. So that one. So with the Houssem Aouar deal, why I want this one to get out of the way is the Houssem Aouar transfer then becomes easier, because what is blocking that transfer? One of the things blocking that transfer is it is depending on other priorities. And Romano said it, that when we were listening in from Romano last time, he said the Houssem Aouar deal actually depends on a couple of deals, the Ruben Neves deal and the Manuel Locatelli deal, and it doesn't make sense for us to wait on a player who's even not interested in being here. There is no way as to why the Houssem Aouar deal. Yes, Aouar might want Champions League. Maybe he wants a big money move or things like that. But his situation is so different from the Locatelli one. Very, very different. So the Houssem Aouar deal moves closer. If this one gets out of the way, and that is what we want to do, and that is what we want to hear, and that's what we want to see. It is the 25th. We have less than, crazy but true, we have absolutely less than 5 days to the end of the month. That means you have only 14 days left then after this month. It's only 12 days. 12 days, we only have 20 days now to the beginning of the league. Minus this month, you have 12 days. 6 plus 6 days to play Brentford. And the party will have begun. Yes, the transfer window stretches a little bit, but look, I would start the season with Emile Smith-Rowe as number 10, but we need to get in a central midfielder, honestly. Start the season with a new centre back. Start the season with a new central midfielder, playing again, playing next to Thomas Partey. Maybe Pepe plays on the left-hand side of the pitch. If Saka is back, he plays on the on the right. We get the party started. We get the party moving. But at this rate, the party is actually stuck. The party is stuck. The moment we fail to sign in a central midfielder, because I was waiting to do I was waiting for a big update to do my my all done deals part 3. I was waiting for a big update, but it doesn't. It seems it's not coming. It really seems it's not coming. So apart from that, we'll speak. We'll speak very, very soon. I'll be hosting Glenn on the channel. We'll be speaking about James Maddison, in detail, and maybe a couple of other stories that I will deem fit. My name is Cossy. I run the show, and you guys run the channel. So we're equivalent, aren't we? We'll speak to I'll speak to you very, very soon.